everyone, today I'm here to bring you my August book haul. Yes, another month has flown by. I personally can't believe it. Where is the time going? I don't know. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I didn't buy a single book this month. These are all review copies. It is what it is, you know? Times are tough. Budgets get tight. Amazing publishing companies want to send me books. I'm not going to say no to that. So I just want to be upfront with you that they're all review copies, but they're all awesome review copies. The first book I got is part of a campaign, really. So it is Belzar by Meg Wolitzer. This is coming out later in September, if I'm not mistaken. I have already read and I have already filmed a review on it, so I will release that review when the time gets closer to this book gets released, because I don't want to release it now and you'd be like, I want to read this and it's not out yet. That would be totally unfair. Anyway, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Belzar. I don't know. Meg Wolitzer is actually a widely known adult author, and this is her first dip into the pond of YA. This is actually all about a boarding school kind of aspect of a book. It's about a girl named Jam who has lost her boyfriend is dead, and because of that, she has gone in this downward spiral. So her parents decide to send her to this place called the Wooden Barn, which is a school where a lot of kids have a lot of different problems or going through different things, and it's all about that. And she gets involved in this class called Special Topics, and yeah, it's all about Belzar, which it took me a while, but it's like a spin on the bell jar of Sylvia Plath. I'm not saying this book is, it's just the title is. So I've already read it, and I will say I liked it. I didn't love it. They also sent me this cool journal, which goes along with the book. If you read the book, if you can see, I already have a stain on it because I'm a bad person, but yeah, that's the first book I got. Entangled Teen was nice enough to send me all of these freaking awesome books. The Luck series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I've heard nothing but amazing things about the Luck series, and the Luck series is all about like an alien type of thing. I've often heard it referred to like Twilight only in an alien form or something like that. I don't know, but they have sent me, I think the first 2 books are in this one. Yeah, Obsidian and Onyx are in this first bind-up. And the second one are Opal and Origin. And then I think this is the last one in the series, or the latest one. I'm not too sure, but this is called Opposition. So I don't know too much about this. I know it's like an alien thing. I've heard this guy named Damon is swoon-worthy. Everybody loves him. So I'm definitely excited to read these. The next book I have is Beautiful Oblivion by Jamie McGuire. Now, if you're familiar with this is like the 4th book in this series, technically like a contemporary series. I read Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire, and I've also read Walking Disaster by her as well. Did I read that? Yes, I did. This is all about, I think it's about the main character in Beautiful Disaster's brother. Don't quote me on that by any means. Like Jamie McGuire's books, if I'm being honest, they're not my favorite, but I do enjoy reading them as a guilty pleasure type book. These are new adult, so just be wary. They have a little bit more adult content in them and rather YA, so just be forewarned going into that. This is all about a, I'm gonna guess, bad boy meeting a good girl, and stuff happens. You know the drill. The next book the lovely Quark Book sent me. Quark Books always send me the coolest freaking books. Like, you could make an entire bookshelf of Quark Books and it would just be the most coolest, unique looking shelf ever. Anyway, that is Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. Now, if you look at this, you're like, this is an IKEA catalog, only you've got these really scary pictures right here. And that's pretty much what it's about. It's about a store, kind of like an IKEA, and things are going on all at night. The workers are noticing things are missing, things are kind of getting messed up, and so they decide to stay, and then they decide to stay at night, I think, and of course scary things happen. I don't think it's like super scary, so I'm excited to read it, because if you guys know me, I don't do well with scary like at all. Like, me and scary, we stay far away from each other. We don't live in the same neighborhood, okay? We live in this different continents. But this one looks really cool, and I think it's got pictures all in it of, like, you know, maps and stuff like that. Like, here's a cool chair. I don't know what it has to do with anything, but whatever. It's just, it looks really cool. Quark always puts out the coolest books ever. Next book Simon & Schuster sent me, and that is Rumble by Ellen Hopkins, and this is my first Ellen Hopkins book. What? I know. Shame on me. I should read Ellen Hopkins more because I've heard amazing things about her. If you guys don't know, Ellen Hopkins writes books like told in verses, almost like poems, if you will. It's a lot about faith and stuff like that, I believe. It's all about, you know, accepting of it or not accepting of it. It's just different people's opinions on it, if I'm not mistaken about it. So I'm intrigued as mess to read it, and I hope to really like it. And it does look big, but you have to think, like, the page, that's what it looks like. If you can see, sorry if it's blown out, but it's really, really short, and I hope to love it because I have just heard, like I said, amazing things about Ellen Hopkins' books. This book is Gates of Thread and Stone by Lori M. Lee. I gotta be honest, I don't know too much about this. I know it's a fantasy book, so yay for me, stepping out of, not my comfort zone, but I read fantasy, but not as much as I really should, if I'm being honest. I like fantasy. I don't know why I don't read it more. This is about a girl who possesses magic, all in a place where you're not supposed to possess magic. And I think her brother has disappeared, so she has to use that magic in order to find him. And of course, that's going to lead to bad things because this is a land where you're not supposed to use magic and you can't possess it. But this girl does. Dun dun dun. I don't know. I haven't heard too much about this. I believe this is a new YA author, but I like the cover. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Cool. The next book was also sent to me by Simon & Schuster, and that is Play Me Backwards by Adam Selzer, and I have no clue what this is about. Let's read you the thing. It's very short. Leon Harris is perfectly satisfied being a slacker. In fact, he's embraced it. But when Anna B, yeah, that Anna B, says she might be moving back from England, Leon is desperate to get his act together. Desperate enough to ask his best friend Stan, who may or may not be Satan, for help. Stan's orders, listens to the whole audiobook of Moby Dick. Find the exclusive white grape slushie, join the yearbook committee, and go out with the popular girl. As each stranger task takes him farther from Slackerville, Leon has to wonder, maybe if Stan really does have unholy powers after all. So this looks kind of funny. Like, it's like, hey, my friend might be Satan. That's interesting. I don't know. It looks cool. Everyone's got horns on the cover, so are they all evil? Are they just I guess it's as good as mine, but it looks cool, if I'm being honest. The next book was sent to me by Candlewick Press, and that is Evil Librarian, keeping on with the Satan thing. This, when I read the description of this, it kind of reminded me of Buffy, if I'm being honest, but not entirely like Buffy because of just, yeah. This is about girl's best friend that falls for the librarian, notices that this librarian is not quite what he seems. He's got this creepy look in his eye, and she's got this weird feeling whenever she's around him, or it's the blood and thorns. It's the blood and horns and giant bat-like wings that appear when he thinks no one is looking. Before long, the girl's best friend realizes that, hey, this dude, he's a demon. So stuff like that, I think, like, he's drawn to, like, this high school. I don't know. When I just read it, I heard Evil Librarian, I heard he was a demon. I was thinking of the Hellmouth in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I was just thinking, oh, it's right above Sunnydale. I don't know why I thought that. It just sounded like it, so I was immediately intrigued by it, and I love the cover of this. I just think it's really cool looking, and yeah, this one comes out in September, I believe. Next book was sent to me by Penguin, and that is Between the Spark and the Burn, and this is the sequel to, what is it? Between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea. I have yet to read that because it's kind of creepy and scary, and it reminds me of Mara Dyer, and I like Mara Dyer, but like I said, me and scary / creepy stuff don't do well together, so I'm kind of hesitant to go into this one as well. But maybe one day I'll read them. If you don't know what it's about this guy that moves in next door in this town, and the girl that falls for him learns that maybe he's not quite all that great. A lot of demon-y books tonight, I get, or a lot of demon-y books today, I guess. Whatever. I've heard good things about this series, though, so if you like creepy stuff, go for it. The next book was sent to me by Harlequin, and I've already read it and reviewed it, and that is Take Me On by Katie McGarry. This is the 4th book in her series. Like I said, I've already read and reviewed it. It's in my mashup review, which you can click the book to go see if you want to. I will say this is one of my least favorite of the series. I guess my favorite is always going to be the 3rd one, Crash Into You. Freaking love that one. I will say this one is good. If you're looking for a steamy contemporary romance, definitely pick anything by Katie McGarry up and you will not be disappointed in the least. The next book that was sent to me is The Mockingbird Next Door by Life with Harper Lee by Marja Mills. And surprisingly, I have not read How to Kill a Mockingbird. Shame on me, I know. I need to read it. It is a classic. It's amazing, I hear. This book is all about The author actually spends time with the author of To Kill a Mockingbird, learns a little bit more about the backstory of it, a little bit more about the author and what really shaped it, and how To Kill a Mockingbird really became a phenomenon, if you will. So I'm very intrigued to read this, but I'm very excited to read this because it's a different type of book and I need to branch out more. I need to. And the last book I have to show you, actually the author contacted me and wanted me to review the book. And Summerlandish by Summerland. This is type of an autobiography, like kind of Mindy Kaling book, if you will. It's all about life stories about this girl that, you know, she's teaching her life stories, but in a funny way. And as you can see, I have 2 copies because the author sent me one to give away to you guys. So, giveaway time. Rules for this giveaway are super simple. Number 1, U.S. only. Shipping is a bear. I apologize. I'm sure you guys are sick of me saying no international shipping, but if I'm being honest, international shipping costs me a ton of money that I don't have. So, number 1, U.S. only. Number 2, you must be of age, you know, have your parents' permission, be 18, blah, blah, blah. Number 3, be subscribed to this channel. And number 4, leave a comment on the video saying you want this book or saying whatever you want. Done. Here's when the giveaway is gonna end. So yeah, those are the rules. Easy peasy breezy. Easy breezy beautiful cover girl. So yeah, leave a comment and stuff to enter to win this cool book. She signed it for you guys, if you can see, because the sun is sometimes a jerk. But she signed it. So enter for your chance to win a free signed book. Can't go wrong there. Anyway, those are all the books I have to show you guys for August. If you've heard of any of these books, please leave me a comment down below. Or if you, are looking forward to reading any of these books, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. That is all for me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.